Evening everybody, welcome back to the channel. We have 3 weeks. I've just worked out I've got 3 weeks and 2 days until Ironman Copenhagen. That's terrifying. 3 weeks. I can't believe it. It goes so quickly. Once it seems ages away for a long time, and then suddenly bam, 10 weeks goes to 5 weeks, goes to 3 weeks. But hopefully all the training is in the bag now. This week hasn't been particularly great. If you saw my previous video, the arthritic shoulder incident which scuppered last week's training, as much as it physically affected me, it mentally affected me as well, and it's given me a real knock, and I'm struggling to get up for some of my swim sessions. It's really frustrating. I've been so focused and so on every session for so long, and now with less than a month to go, I don't know if I'm mentally exhausted, physically exhausted, I'm not sure, but this week has been a real struggle. Today's been a good day. Today's been a good day of training. I had a 2k TT swim to do, which I did open water, 1k out, 1k back. Then I had a little turbo session this afternoon, which was an hour with a 10-minute block, then 5 1-minute blocks, then 10 20-second blocks of effort. That went really well, enjoyed that. And then I did a gym strength session after that. Hang on, I'm just going to cross the road. It's all right, there's no cars coming anyway, look. Quite a bit of road. Yeah, so 2k TT swim this morning, then a 1-hour turbo session, then a 45-minute gym strength session after that. So I timed my turbo session to finish about 5-10 minutes before the gym strength session started. Dexter, here, you get you off your lead, hang on. Go. Yeah, so I did the turbo session and got straight on to the gym strength session, which was it's organised by our local gym in conjunction with our running club. So it's lots of bicep curls, chest presses, split squats, planks, rotating planks, mountain climbers, all this sort of stuff. It was brutal. Oh my God, it was brutal. On the split squats, weighted split squats, you get these sort of all over body shakes, but it's got to be good. It's got to help. I'm also doing something new for the last 4 days, which is 100 press-ups a day. And the reason behind that is my 23-year-old son, who's been doing 100 press-ups a day ever since the 1st of January. I know a lot of these challenges go about, but I start them, I fail at them generally. But my son's been doing 100 press-ups a day since the 1st of January. And he's now doing anything from 100 to 160 press-ups a day. And he bounces up and down like you wouldn't believe. Yes, he's only 23, but he's gained so much fitness from them that I thought I'd give it a go. So I'm on day 5 of doing 100 press-ups a day. I'm not doing them today because I've done plenty already. I'm destroyed. I don't think I could even do 10, let alone 100. But I'm doing that alongside all my other training, which I tend to do them in the evening. I tend to do either 5 lots of 20 or 2 15s, 2 30s, and a 10 or whatever. Don't know what that adds up to, about right. But yeah, break them up, save them on Strava, and just see what it adds to me. You know, you feel quite pumped after 100 press-ups, so that's helping. But yeah, in general, limping through this week. Tomorrow I've got an easy park run to do, which my 18-year-old son is coming with me, which will be nice. And then Sunday I've got a 2-hour bike with some efforts into a brick run. We're getting close now, 3 weeks. But yeah, that's how this week has been going so far. But one thing I have really got a craving for at the moment is some super long bike rides. I was talking about it with a friend a few days ago about Great Glenway in Scotland. I really fancy North Coast 500 on bike. I know it's massively popular ever since lockdown, but I really fancy North Coast 500. Last week I missed a 6-hour bike ride that was planned as my training because of my shoulder, but I've really got this feeling that I want to do some super long bike rides, a bit of bike packing, that sort of stuff. And once the Ironman training is out of the way, I'm hoping I can fit in a few this year. But lovely long bike rides, maybe an overnight stop. Yeah, it's definitely going to be happening soon. It is Monday now. We are 2 weeks and 9 days away from Ironman Copenhagen. hectic few days. On Friday night I did a strength training session, loads of squats, split squats, deadlifts, wrecked my quads, absolutely wrecked my quads. Saturday, easy park run, 25 minutes, 8-minute miling-ish, felt fine. Sunday I had a big old brick session to do, so 2 hours on the bike followed by a 30-minute run. 2 hours on the bike including 4 lots of 2 minutes at 250 watts and then 4 lots of 5 minutes at 230 watts. My quads were hurting before I even started. Got through the session okay actually. I haven't checked Training Peaks exactly, but I think I'm pretty much spot on for the power targets. And then a 30-minute run off the bike. I think I did just over a 5k, 8:30 miling, just a steady. Felt pretty good. The whole weekend my quads were killing me. That 30-minute run off the bike was probably the least they hurt for the whole weekend, but that's triathlon for you, I guess. Today, Monday, I've just done a 1 hour swim session, some 200s, some sort of threshold 200s. So target was about, I think, 315 to 320. I did 6 lots of 200 within that target, 315 to 320. Just set my Garmin on a 25-second warning buzzer for each length. And yeah, good session. Quads are still tired. I should have been going to the Lake District tomorrow with Greg and my son and his son, or my youngest and his eldest, for a few days of mountain biking, but for one reason or another it's fallen through. Weather doesn't look great, but I've decided on the spur of the moment to go on a bit of a road trip. Fancy a bit of a bike ride, hopefully picking up a bargain bike that's been advertised on the way, and actually picking it up with a view to going on a bit of a bike ride. So let me have a think about whether to share more of that for you or to leave it for the next video. Anyway, a little bit more info about that. Something Greg's mentioned a few times is something he did in the past with his son. He did an e-bike ride of the Great Glen Way, which goes from Fort William to Inverness, and he fancies us doing it at some point. He wants to do it on e-bikes. I'm intrigued about doing it on a gravel bike or mountain bike. So I've decided, given the fact I've got a few days fairly clear, to whiz up to Fort William in my van, find a car park hopefully that I can leave the van in for a couple of days, and then go on a 2-day gravel ride out along the Great Glen Way. Probably take bike packing stuff. I've got a few bits, I've not got everything, but I think I can rustle stuff together in time. See how far out and back I can get, see what the terrain's like. I might only get halfway, I might get all the way to the end and back, I don't know, let's see. I'm hopefully start early Wednesday morning, have 2 full days riding. However far I get on Wednesday, I suppose I'll turn around and come back again. But that's the little super short notice trip I've got planned for the next couple of days, and I will be videoing it and making a video about it along the way. So I'll probably end this one here, and I shall imagine I shall pick up on my van journey up to pick up the bike that I've never ridden before, and then take it up to Scotland to do the Great Glen Way on. Catch you hopefully soon on the next video.